Good evening. This is CTV News for Tuesday, October the 8th. I'm Sonia Shrivastava.
And I'm Makia Turner. Glad to have you with us tonight. Well, thousands of people rallied on the National Mall to press for immigration reform. They want Congress to pass a comprehensive overhaul of the system by the end of the year. A number of speakers, including D.C. Mayor Vincent Gray and advocates from Casa de Maryland, addressed the crowd, which included many families as well as individuals who've been living in the U.S. under the undocumented status for years. In June, the Senate approved a bipartisan immigration plan that includes a path to citizenship. However, the Republican-controlled House has not voted on the bill, and GOP leaders have said they are pursuing other alternatives, focusing primarily on border security and workplace visas. Today, protesters urged them to take action.
I think they are listening, but I think they're trying to find every way to put this on the sideline, to prioritize other issues or create other issues to not make this happen now. You know, so we need to keep pushing. We need to keep fighting. Nothing was ever given to us. You know, everything we got and every right we have in this country was fought for. You know, so by workers, by communities. You know, so the time is now. You know.
Well, I think all people should be able to work and get a decent wage, regardless of how you come here, right? But I just think it's the right thing to do.
The rally on the Mall follows a weekend of similar protests held in more than 160 cities and 40 states nationwide.
Well, all eyes are on Washington in hopes that lawmakers will strike a deal and end the shutdown as we hit day 8. On Capitol Hill, congressional Democrats gathered to talk about the effects the crisis is having on families, communities, and organizations. As you know, many critical services were put on hold when government offices and agencies were forced to close last week. At today's news conference, some speakers said they worry about the long-term effect the shutdown will have on wildlife, waterways, and the nation's environment.
Some of the brightest scientists in the world are home today rather than doing their work to give us the information so that we can have the right rules and regulations to protect our environment. It's affecting clearly the public health. There is no question about it. When you deny the information you need in order to do what's right for protecting clean water and wildlife, you're affecting public health.
The government shutdown has already caused real-world damage to our work to clean up this Superfund site. Because of the shutdown, funds to help inform and give the community a voice in this extremely complex cleanup have been put on hold. Meanwhile, the companies that polluted the river are still trying to undermine a clean and strong cleanup.
A national poll released this week shows that slightly more people were angry with Republicans than Democrats for the shutdown. 63% of respondents said that they didn't like the way Republicans are handling the situation, while 57% said they felt that way about the Democrats. But it looks like many federal workers are taking advantage of their time off by hitting the gym. Leighton Schroeder is a trainer at the World's Gym in Largo and says he's seen at least a 20% increase in the number of folks who work out, especially during mid-morning hours.
They have more time to work out, so I think they want to take that advantage to get some more, cardiovascular work in, some weight training, stuff like that. And also, it releases a lot of stress. For those who work out know that if you go through a hard workout or a strong workout, then you will relieve a lot of stress. So this is a way to take off some of that pressure from being not able to work and earn, income.
Meanwhile, the gym has also seen an increase in the number of folks who are putting their memberships on hold. Some have also cut back on personal training as well.
We are actually getting quite a few freezes on their accounts right now until they're knowing when they're going to be able to go back to work and things like that. And a few cancellations also, but more of members just wanting to hold their accounts until they know when they're going to be able to go back to work.
And why are they doing that? Collins says they will work with all members and freeze memberships for at least 3 months.
Well, if your workday morning commute involves the inner loop of the Beltway, you should expect possible delays on Friday. A protest called Truckers Ride for the Constitution is expected to draw thousands of truck drivers and participating motorists to local highways. The group hopes the demonstration will call for attention to its frustration with the federal government. According to the group's website, truck drivers are unhappy about their wages, gas prices, and the Obama administration's regulations of their industry. The protest will run from Friday through Sunday.